Welcome to On the Road with Craig and Linda, where every day is an adventure.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Anheuser-Busch Brewery Tour. We get to see some Clydesdale horses today in the barn. And just to start off, to let you know, we're not here just for the beer, but it's a nice little perk at the end of the day. As we start to walk up on the Welcome Center, no need for Linda to open the doors here, but I do love it when she opens the door and says, "Come on inside." First impressions as I walk in, very nice, well-kept place. Welcome to the home of Budweiser. Hey, buddy, how you doing? How you doing? Look at all that enthusiasm. Here's a list of the tours, but today we're just going to do the basic tour. I got my 2 tickets to ride, and we're about ready to go. But our tour ain't starting quite yet, so let's look around at the displays they have. All right, guys, I know what every one of you are thinking. Do we really care about this stuff? Or are we waiting for the end of the tour? But seriously, it's pretty interesting how Anheuser-Busch came here, and if you remember all the slogans over the years, they had the frogs, Spuds McKenzie, now it's Dilly Dilly. And what is your most memorable one? Well, now I gotta tell you my favorite Budweiser experience. This happened in South Dakota. I don't think there was more than 300 people in the town. I walk into this little bar, only one probably within 20, 30 miles. And the bartender goes out to me, "What would you like?" I say, "I'll take a Heineken." And he goes, "Son, we only have 2 types of beer here. We have Bud for the men and Coors Light for the ladies. What would you like?" As we wait for our tour to begin, Linda challenges me to a little game here. The loser has to buy the beer. All right, this shouldn't be too hard to beat. Uh-oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, I gotta buy her something out of the gift shop probably too. I think we need this tour to get started before I embarrass myself any. Oh, there we go. Let's get on the brewery tour. Is the first thing that I really find amazing on this tour is the architecture here. There's places throughout this tour that you feel like you're back in the 1800s, horses and carriages. And talking about horses, our first stop here is into the home of the world famous Budweiser Clydesdales. As we enter into the gates, it kind of seems like this building is a little bit out of place. Here we are in the middle of a brewery, and what do we have? A horse stable. But this just isn't any horse stable. This is the stable of the Clydesdales, the symbol of Budweiser beer. All right, folks, it looks like it's just about post time here. As we round the corner, let's get ready to go inside this barn and see the world famous horses. And of course, on the tour, I'm always the last one. Look at this stuff. Man, back in 1800s, that's how beer was delivered. It's just amazing when you get in that rotunda here of how beautiful and how well preserved a lot of these artifacts are. Let's go take a look in the entranceway right now and see a little bit more of the rich history which tells about the Clydesdale horses. Just imagine this was really a true working barn back in the 1800s. There are no tours going through here. The horses marching in and out. As a matter of fact, let's go take a look at our first horse. Lloyd. Hey boy, how you doing? Oh no, not another one of these crowds coming around and bugging me. All I want to do is relax. Why don't you go bother my buddies here? All right, let's go take a look at his buddies. They're not paying much attention to us. They're putting us back to us. And get out of here. We're on vacation this week. Didn't you read the sign? But I do gotta say, those are definitely some beautiful looking horses. Wish they would turn around and say hi, but oh well. Inside here's the tack room. They have all the harnesses that these horses wear. View of the back side of the barn right here. This is some more stables where they probably have more horses or probably stage the horses before they take them out on a tour. And these are really rock star horses of the day. Hey Linda, how you doing? All right, now we're walking up to the next part of the tour. Those horses were really exciting to see. As we start walking to the next adventure that we're gonna go on to, it looks like we're going in the back door here. Look at how this building's built. I just love this architecture here. As we turn around the corner, what do we got? Oh, look at that. Restricted area. I'm a guest and I'm being escorted, so escort me to one of these big vats of beer. This is probably where they age them at. Talk about a keg, let me take one of those boys home. That should last me about a weekend. This is where they actually beechwood age the beer, which makes Budweiser. There's some beechwood chips right there. That's what they put at the bottom of the vat, which brings out the flavor. And it looks like we're back on the road again. I wonder where we're gonna go next. Oh, again, Linda, get out of my way. So far, I've really enjoyed this tour. We've seen our Clydesdale horses, big vats of beer, and now it looks like we're going to where they actually brew the beer, a brew house. This architecture, look at these gates that you're walking through. Imagine back in the old days when this was just a regular street that people went up and down, not the closed compound that it is now. I don't know about you folks, but I'm starting to get thirsty for a beer. Now it kind of makes sense to me if we're going in a brew house. There ought to be some brew in there. Let's take a walk to the door and let's see what they got in store for us. Oh, hi, Linda. There she is, open the door. And what do we got in here? Yeah, beer. Look at Linda taking a sip there and a cheers. Tastes good. No, she's not a beer drinker, but I sure am. Bottoms up. I love it. Now the brewing process. What are the 4 parts? And I certainly hope they're not making me take a quiz at the end of this. And the Budweiser Eagle, and the man in the corner. Let's get back to the tour. And would you look at that? As soon as you walk into this place, I'm feeling like I'm in the 1800s, like I pulled up in a horse and a carriage. This is Budweiser. This is the heritage of Budweiser. You know what? This little video does not do justice of the grandeur when you walk into this brew house right here. It's like 3-4 stories up, light shining down, chandeliers. I just got this image going through my head right now that I should be going outside, getting on one of those bikes with the big wheel in the front, getting a handlebar mustache, a derby hat, Linda out with a parasol over her shoulder. And out of everything that I've seen on the tour, I think this is the coolest looking. I don't know what it is. As we go through the gates again, one last look at the brew house and the clock on top. I can imagine back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, all the employees or people just gathering around. And believe it or not, for all you young kids, that's what they did before the day of the internet. They didn't lock themselves up in rooms. And let's just take one more stroll out to the corner and look at this historic place. Now I'm standing on the corner, and this certainly ain't Winslow, Arizona, but it's a mighty fine place to be. Look through them gates. The big Anheuser-Busch Eagle. It feels like I'm on a movie set. And cue the trolley car. Perfect scene. And it looks like we're coming to the end of the tour. And you know what that means. Time to go inside and have a few more Budweisers. This place we're working through, I guess, is called the Beer Gardens, where they have different types of events. And I guess also they have bands sometimes play in the summertime. First up, Linda, What, you really? She just doesn't want to get that beer, but she's getting that one for me. I'm going to force you to take a drink. Oh, she didn't want to go through with it. Now the big guy. Fill her all the way up. Don't be shy. Thank you very much. And cheers. Here's to another great day. I wonder if Linda's going to forget about losing in that shelf. No, I don't think she's up shopping. Of course, you know, in this shop, anything and everything they can put Bud Light on, they're going to do it. I wonder what she's got her eye on something. She's going to the back of the store. Wait, oh, there she is, got her little Clydesdale. Oh, isn't that cute? But now it's time for Linda to get in character. There she is with her happy dance and her happy bag full of goodies. It's time to put on my Chicago accent with the beer stube. Look at the great foods. Italian sausage. Crowd's a little weak in here today, a little cold, a little dreary outside, but we thought it was a great day to take a tour. You ready for a couple little outtakes now? Stay tuned. And of course, we'd like to thank Anheuser-Busch for giving us this tour and a few little beers along the way. And if you're in St. Louis, it's a great little stop to see. Folks, and this is why they limit you to 2 beers during the tour. Oh my God, you didn't get that on camera, did you, Linda? Oh, cut. And this is the way you do it. Beautiful Linda up there, doesn't she look so cute? No, I didn't drink too much. And as we conclude, Linda does the happy dance. Yeah.
Thanks for watching our video. Hope you enjoyed it.
And now we ask us 3 things. First of all, give us a big thumbs up. Secondly, hit that subscribe button. And third, share it with all your friends. Thanks for watching us and catch us on our next adventure.